Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone had a great holiday season, a great new year. Wishing everyone a great 2026. Hope you all have your goals for the year and you'll stick to them and you will hit them. But it is I, Test on a Quest, aka Johnny, and in this video we are going to be starting the year 8 season. It's already been 8 seasons of this Calgary Flames franchise mode. And obviously, in the last episode, I do believe our big decision is going to be what do we do with Dustin Wolf? He doesn't want an extension, and usually how I play it is if they don't want an extension and they're a UFA, we have to either trade them or let them walk at the end of the season. So far, and we have quite a bit, like same thing for Bruce Twitch and Engstrom. What do we do? Like, I think what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna keep Wolf until the trade deadline, depending on what our team is looking like. I think we're probably gonna move him, but if to move him, I want to make sure we have a goalie that is long term. So obviously, we will have to look into that at the trade deadline. But without further ado, let's show you what our year 8 lines are looking like. So as you can see, on the first line, we have Matt Coronado, who's coming off a back-to-back 48 plus goal season, almost 50 goals. So we'll see if he can do that for a third straight year. Then you have Cole Berezecny. I've decided to give him the chance to be the first line center over Alexis Joseph. Jesper Bratt, who we did decide to keep, we'll see. Connor Zary, who's been pretty good for us. And then obviously Alexis Joseph, who did go up to high elite. So I'm hoping by keeping him on the second line just for the beginning of the year, it'll push him to the first line role and then he'll just take off, which is what we need from him. And then we have Igor Sharangovich, who has been many times I've thought about trading him, but he's been really solid for 4 straight years now, 30 plus goals. We'll see if he can do that again. And then on the third line, we have Leiden Lakovic, who we picked up, I believe, in free agency. We'll see how he does for us. And then we have Riley Height, who is hopefully going to be our playmaking center. And then we have Jake Getzel, who we picked up for the year. Coming off of season with Dallas, we'll see if he can produce a little bit. Just looking for 15 to 20 goals out of him. And then on the fourth line, which is more defensive for us, we have Alex Turcotte, Colin Potter, and Igor Chinnikov, obviously who just got traded to Pittsburgh at this time in real life. Defensively, which is where I think is our strongest suit, we have Esteban Appleby, paired with our captain Zane Perek. Second line of Tiro Jokinen, of course, who we picked up at the beginning of last season from Winnipeg, paired with Hunter Bruchwich, who is a free agent at the end of this season. We have that decision to make. And then we have Kevin Ball, who we brought back, and Adam Engstrom. Of course, we did. We brought him back last season, and he was pretty good for us. Hopefully, he can deliver once again. And in net, of course, it is Dustin Wolf and Kirill Zarubin. Our scratch will be Linus Eriksson, Jonathan Berggren, and Lucas Fisher. And then in the AHL, we have quite a bit of players we can maybe consider. I mean, Joe Ginla, who I've decided to keep this entire time. Hopefully, he will get a chance to play in the NHL. We have Torsten Johansson, who is that low elite power forward who has just taken off. Sixth round draft pick. We do have Riker Lee, who's top 6. We'll see if he can do anything. We have Luke Misa, of course. We don't really have too many prospects, especially after trying to go for it. Defensively, we're looking really solid here. And then in net, we have Marcus Gildoff and Tristan Armsden, I believe. Hold on, there might be a different one. We do have Pentakainen. He's 72. He's never going to develop. So we'll just let him stay scratched. So, without further ado, I do think we are going to simulate to the beginning of season number 8. So, before we get started in year six, and of course, we will jump in for the simulation for the game against Anaheim here on opening night, I did want to take a look at what would be out there for Dustin Wolf at this time. So, we have Marcelli and Bodine, and a third from Utah. Both trades are with Utah. Okay, so that's not really going to work. Grills Rubin has quite a bit of value as well. Same deal as a second and a fourth. I mean, maybe, but I don't think we're gonna need to do that. If we look at our prospects, we have this top four defenseman Jonah Rebel, who we just drafted in this previous draft. No one else really. We do have this lowly Emmanuel Dubois, who's developing. He might be another guy we have in the system. Another lowly, Pierce Macheny, fifth round pick from 2031. And then centers, we did draft Derek Rowe in the first round this past draft, 18th overall. So we'll see if he can develop. And we also have that kid guy right there. If we look at the draft class, so obviously we don't know anything, but it looks like the projected. Hey, look at that, two Niagara Ice Dogs teammates. So Taylor Fane and Silas Patches are the projected top two. Don't really know about anyone. Of course, there's really no real guys at all at this point. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's hop into this game. So, first period, it is 2-1. Beckett Seneca for them. Riley Height and Jake Etzel both scored their first goals as Calgary Flames. Love to see it. Second period is going to stay the same score. And Matt Coronado gets his first goal of the season. We love to see that as we hope he can get back to that 40 goals. Zane Parekh, our captain, makes it 4-1. Adam Valentini makes it 4-2. Power play for us. Can we capitalize on it? No, we cannot. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and a 4-2 win. That is what we like to see. Matt Coronado with 2 points, Dustin Wolf with a really good game, and same thing for Jake Getzel, a goal and an assist. So, I guess there's really nothing else to do but to simulate. So obviously we are going to simulate till January 1st, and that is when we will take a look around the league and see how our team is doing compared to everyone else. So far, good start. Perfect 4-0. Obviously, I'm really hoping Weston Wolf will want to stay as we lose our AHL goalie. He'll only be out about a week. Can we keep this perfect streak alive? We cannot, but we do keep getting points, which is always good. Let's get our goalie back in there. I did go with the goalie focus from the coach at the for the preseason, so I'm hoping that will just increase our goalies a little bit. We're not going to take that. So our first month we are 5-1-1. So far so good here in the month of November. Back-to-back 42 wins, then a 4-2 loss to Buffalo. 4-3 win over Toronto, 3-1 over Boston. Nashville is a win. Rupel, a third and a seventh for Shakir Madulin. I'm going to say no just because of cap purposes right there. And Esteban Appleby is going to be out for about a month. Well, not a month, 2.5 weeks. So that will give Lucas Fisher a chance to show what he can do for us. 2-1 win over Colorado, 4-2 loss to St. Louis. So 3-2 in our last 5. Make it a shootout win over Edmonton. Love to see that. A second defensive prospect Lawford. That makes no sense at all, Nashville. We're just gonna say nope. And Esteban Appleby is back. Perfect. And Alexis Joseph is up to an 89, which is really good to see. And Lucas Fisher was awful for us, so that is great to see. Good thing we got Appleby back in. And he's going to go right back into the lineup because Kevin Ball is injured. Hell yeah. That is what we love. 4-2 win over Philly to end the month of November. December, we beat San Jose. Mikael Eriksson, who of course is that low elite prospect for our AHL team right now. Let's see. So Kevin Ball is back. Let's see. How did Lucas Fisher do in his second turn? This time on a third pair roll. Okay. We might need to look into that. I do think out of our defensive, I'm okay with losing Brustwich and Engstrom to free agency, but I don't want to lose Dustin Wolf to free agency because of his value. So maybe I don't know, do you trade Dustin Wolf for a goalie that's under contract longer term? Same thing for like our defense, like do you move them as we lose Leiden Lakovic? He will be out till Christmas, basically. Lost to Vancouver, lost to Vegas, but a win against LA. Uh, Berggren came in for us, had 2 points. That's pretty good. Come on, let's keep this going. We're 22, 8-1 before we hit 2033. Lose to Anaheim. Can we get to the end of the month before losing our 10th game in regulation? 2 games remain. Can we do it? To shoot at loss, that's okay. We'll get our low elite power forward back into the lineup. I guess it wasn't our low elite. Who came in then? It was Juderon. Okay. He's our, I think, yeah, okay, I got the Johansson is our power forward, low elite guy, not the other one. My apologies for that. But we do lose our 10th game in regulation, but still, excuse me, we have a record of 23, 10, and 2 at January 1st, so that is amazing. If we go to our stats central, we're gonna start with our players. So we have quite a bit of players with 30 plus points, all our forwards. So Alexis Joseph, putting him on that second line to start the season, has not hurt him. Just over a point per game, so that is perfect. Matt Coronado would like a little bit more goals than that, but a point per game. And Jesper Bratt just under a point per game with 34. And then our second line of Igor Sharangovich and Connor Zary both have 30 plus. I like that. Cole Szczesny, who is our first line center, comes in with 16 goals and 14 assists. Obviously, eventually we're going to swap Szczesny and Joseph, but for now it's working. Zane Breck with 28 and 35. He's coming off a season where he had 63 last season, 20 goals, so he's probably on pace to beat the 20 goal mark, which is good. And Jake Etzel with 13 goals on that third line. Okay, 10 assists for Riley Height. Would like a little bit more. Applebee's a plus 12. Fourth line is kind of struggling, and same thing for our third pair of Engstrom and Ball. Uh, Berggren came in and had 2 points, 2 assists, and of course Lucas Fisher has struggled. Goaltending wise, though, I mean, a 900 save percentage is horrible. 2.94 goals against average is great. But I don't know, is he worth potentially overpaying him in free agency to try to keep him? I don't know. That is the question. If we go to the entire league, we'll start with goalies. Jacob Fowler. Hello. 8.9. Dustin Wolf is tied for second, along with a lot of other goalies. But the best save percentage for a starter is Jacob Fowler. Goals against average for a starter is Jacob Fowler. So he is leading the Vezina for the rookies. Murray Agon, the defenseman. Hello. I don't think we've seen a defenseman win Rookie of the Year, so that'd be kind of cool. If we go to forwards, Cole Caulfield has 48 points. So does Ivar Stenberg, Austin Matthews with 47, Kyle Connor. Okay. Connor McDavid, Aleskis Protas is right there with 40. Hello, let's go. 28 goals for Austin Matthews. He is the goal scoring leader right now, but Kyle Connor is 2 goals behind him. Cole Caulfield with 22. Gavin McKenna with 21 on the Rangers, of course, and Cohen Zimmer, 21 goals on the Leafs. I guess he might be playing on that first line or something. Matt Nyes with 31 assists. Jackson Blake with 31 assists. And Connor McDavid with 31 assists as well. Defensively, goal scoring king right now is Zane Parekh. That is what we like to see. Assist king is Jacob Chikrin with 39. And of course, points is Jacob Chikrin with 46. 40 for Brant Clark. I think this is his kind of, well, he had 74 last season, but this is his really breakout year. Noah Dobson's up there. How's Matthew Schaefer looking? Yep, 94 overall. Deserved. Okay, so not horrible. If we look at our actual stats, the worst team in, well, we are the third best team. Montreal's the best currently. Worst is Chicago. Oof, poor Connor Bedard. Is he still there? I guess we don't know yet, but damn. Let's go ahead and look at our power play percentage. We have the best at 28.3. And then our penalty kill percentage is mid-table, but more on the low end. So we might need to look at our penalty kill. But I think we'll just, let's keep simulating till February. We'll probably go middle of February, and we're probably going to look at a potential defensive. This is interesting. Sorry for the lack of talking. I just noticed my OBS kind of glitched, so I'm hoping everything is okay. But we are going to be ending the video soon here anyways. I will take a look at that in a second. Hopefully it still looks good for you guys on your end. We're going to say no to that deal from the Rangers, even though technically he might be an upgrade. And Kevin Ball is injured once again. Okay. That is what we like to see from Kevin Ball, I guess. But Montreal, that is a loss. A third to move. Okay. Detroit, that makes no sense. And Kevin Ball is back. So let's go ahead and get him back in for Lucas Fisher. He's down to a 79. Oy, that ice time really hurt him. Here we go. Ottawa, let's see. 9-2 win. Hell yeah. Detroit is another win, so 2-0 to start the month of February, make it 3-0. And then the Rangers is a shootout loss. Winnipeg is a win, so points in every game so far. And the last game, of course, we're going to simulate here is a 6-2 win over Florida. Apologies for that. I did see that my video started glitching, so I'm glad I stopped recording to reset that. So I'm hoping OBS will now act appropriately for the rest of this video at least. So the one thing I did want to do was take a look at what's around the league, specifically goalies, if there's a potential Dustin Wolf swap. Obviously, we do have to check if he wants a contract extension. Justin Mashani. Fourth round pick. I don't know if I want to do a medium starter. Jet Reeves. I mean, I don't mind if he has a couple years at a decent price. No, he's expiring. Cylinder, 80. Yeah, I want to upgrade. If our best play is just keeping him and then having him locked, then so be it. I'm not gonna try to force a deal with the AI. I do have Levi Merline. Oh boy, 10.7. Yeah, no thank you. Uh, Igor Zavragin, sorry. 907, he's an 86. Signed for one more year at 8.8, which is pretty good. Then you do have Gabriel Dag, 82 at 26. I mean, that could be like they don't want him, but that could be where we could send Zarubin. Take advantage of his value. I mean, Grizz Rubin would probably be the perfect replacement for Dustin Wolf if we're being honest, but I don't think he wants an extension either right now. We do have this guy. Let's go back to Seattle. Essler, Carter Essler, second round pick. He has a 9.10. How old is he? 24. He could be another Kirill Rubin change out. Heldebeen, no thank you. Anyone else available? Kasperitis. No. So let's go ahead and take a look at some contract extensions to see what we can do. So they both don't want to come. He would take 10.6 for 3 years. A lot of money for goaltending. Rubin would take 3.6. Okay. I No, I have to stick with it. If they want to be if they don't want an extension, we can't offer them. Jokinen is restricted. We'll deal with that. Bruce from 3.8 to 8.8. Okay. Uh, Engstrom wants 6.3. That's not gonna happen. Lucas Fisher, if he wants that, yeah, I'll take that. As a depth defenseman, he doesn't have to be perfect, honestly. You guys are good. Jake Betzel is a free agent. 1.2 is not horrible. Honestly, I'll do that because either he wants an extension, he does. He doesn't really want the 1.2, so I'll increase this probably to like 1. We'll hold off for now. Same thing for Bergman. We'll wait. Riley Heights, how have you done? We'll wait again. We probably might need a replacement on you. So, our big decision. What do we do with Dustin Wolf? No trades right now. Kirill Rubin. A second and a third, but it would be to Edmonton. I do think we have to move one of them. We have to move one. I don't if we cannot lose both. So let's go ahead. We're gonna simulate to the uh fifth, and then we're gonna look at what teams have on their trading block, and then we're gonna end the episode here. Chicago Blackhawks have fired head coach Davis Kessel. I wonder if they'll put Connor Bedard up on the block. I would not mind Connor Bedard on this team. Shootout win against Ottawa. We do have a chance for 40 wins before the deadline, which would be nice, but it's not going to happen now. Simple math. Never mind. I'm maybe not smart enough. We still technically had a chance. Okay. So let's go ahead and browse the trading block. So there are some players on Anaheim. So they have this guy right here, Tumo Yolonen, first round pick in 2030. He's honestly not that bad. We might have to consider him. Hello. Boss has Cutter Gauthier. He's a free. James Hagens. Charlie McAvoy. He doesn't want to be. I don't think he would want to be. We have no idea if he wants to be traded here. I don't think we can trade for him. Damn, that would have been. I would totally move Bruce Switch for Charlie for 1 year of Charlie McAvoy. We would have to make that work. So Boston's a team to check out. They do have Korchinski. Buffalo. Of course, I'm looking for defensemen. Anything really. Antoine Frandel. No. Um. Connor Bedard. Nathan McKinnon. Um. Ah. Okay. I think I found our number one trade target. I think it's gonna be Nathan McKinnon. Jet Greaves we talked about before. Festini. Let's see, Arthur Kalia, what a loser, if you know that story. Matthew Tkachuk, Aaron Ekblad. This could be a huge trade deadline. Oh my God. I don't know if he would want to come here, which would be kind of funny to bring him back. Aaron Ekblad, I mean, he still looks pretty solid. I would not mind swapping like Engstrom for him. We might have a huge trade deadline. Okay. No one from Montreal. Obviously, they're one of the best teams. David Enstrom. Okay. Dougie Hamilton's available. Lenny Hamanaho. I think I pronounced that really wrong. Wow. I'm just so shocked at what's transpired here. Nathan McKinnon, and now, so Nathan McKinnon, Matthew Tkachuk, Aaron Ekblad, and now Travis Konechny are all available. He is injured though. He's only played 8 games this season. Sheesh. We are gonna probably look at some of the goalies too. I like. This is Jack Murta. Pittsburgh. Obviously, like I said, I think Gabriel Degg would probably be my target. Unless there's like another younger goalie, which there should be, I believe. Michael Misa. Man, he just has not developed at all. He's down to medium top six. I mean, if we can't get Nathan McKinnon, maybe a Michael Misa? Wouldn't mind that. Matty Beniers, Vince Dunn. Oh, it was Essler. That was the guy I was looking at. He's probably going to be Dustin Wolford, Rosa Rubin's replacement. Damon Clare is available. Nikita Kucherov. Oh my God. This trade deadline. Josh Morrissey's here too. Oh my God. Nikita Gabrenkin, backcheck, forecheck, paycheck. What a line. Utah. They have some guys. Medium elite. Ilya Punanov. Oh my God. This has been. Kovacevic is available as well. Tomac, Latermacki, Ronick, Ryan Chesley. Jesus. Finn Barbashev, Jaeger Furkis, Jordan Dumais, Ryan Green, Brett Berard. Okay. Well, then we have some interesting decisions. I do just kind of want to quickly take a look at some of the players that are like the top ones that are available. So yeah, we can get you. I mean, James Hagen's, he is. Oh, Charlie McAvoy is an extension. I don't think I'd do that deal then, anyways. Redeem Merca here, 7.1. I don't think I'd want to do that. If we're not gonna pay him like what was it? What did Bruce want? Like 8 mil or something? But we do have some targets. Nathan McKinnon does not have anything, and it would cost a second and Lucas Fisher, Henry Muse in a third, or Rhea Pell. I think I'd do that one just because it's a little bit more fair. Top four for Nathan McKinnon. And they do have some like other guys we can potentially tack on for the fourth line. Columbus. No. Stranges. Matthew Kachuk. He doesn't want to come here. Aaron Ekblad also doesn't want to come here. They also had Carter Verhaeghe. Oh my god. I mean, he also doesn't want to come here. I was gonna say like him for like Jake Getzel would be kind of cool. Who else was one of the ones? Uh, Philip Bystead, are you playmaker? David Edstrom is a two-way. You would be the one I would want on that fourth line. It'd be Lakovic, Turcotte. Two-thirds in Turcotte would probably be the deal. Or Zanetti. Okay, so we might have McKinnon coming in. And Edstrom as long as we have the time. Brendan Schneider, 5.9 for 3 years. Is not a horrible Bruce Twitch replacement. A first, though? I don't know. Jake Neighbors, who we didn't even see, is on the block. Doesn't want to come here, though. Shane Pinto's not really what I'm looking for. Florian. Florian. Get the flow? What would it cost? He does have 1.7, but a fourth round pick. Get some physicality on that fourth line. Travis Konechny would come here, but obviously he's kind of injured right now. Michael Misa was the other one I was looking at. Kevin Ball a third and a fourth, or Adam Engstrom a third. If you bring in Nathan McKinnon for the rest of this season, but you also bring in Misa, and then Misa's your third line center next year, I think you have to consider that. You really do. Obviously, Matty Beniers is a little bit too expensive. Vince Dunn has 1 year left. Would not want to come here. Okay. St. Louis, Noah Ostelon is a playmaker. And we don't really need that playmaker if we're gonna go after Nathan McKinnon. Luca Dabaluz, no. Cool name though. Josh Morrissey would come here. Offensive though. I'm cool with that. Morgan, no. I can't believe they want to get rid of Ilya Punanov. Or Punanovs. What would it cost? Yolkin a first and Muse, Appleby, Recessiony, yeah, no. Understandable, but no. St. Keller's available, Hayton, Maselli, Daniel Boo, the third liner. Kovacevic has 1 year left. 5.5. What would it cost? Fisher in his seventh. It kind of makes too much though, and we have other people we're kind of looking at right now. Tobias Tomanek, they did not sign. Yeah, I think we are gonna have some answers to do, and I think we might have to make these moves before we go into trade deadline day. So, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Go check out my backup channel, second account. I will be posting some other sports gaming content like EAFC, WWE, eventually NBA, MLB when it comes out. Um, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I will catch you in the next episode where we might have a certain number 29 joining our team. And what do we do with Dustin Wolf, Carosa Rubin? Come back and find out. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I will catch you in the next one. Ciao.
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never